urgent plea for information as the desperate search for a missing Sumner County boy intensifies. Unfortunately, there is still no sign of 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers, despite exhaustive efforts. We've been covering this massive search since February 26th, when Sebastian was last seen at his home in Hendersonville. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. News 2's Tori Gessner is joining us live, and Tori, officials now say they're still treating this as if Sebastian just got up and walked away from his house.
Haley, Bob, officials say there have been absolutely no signs of foul play and really no signs of Sebastian Rogers at all. No confirmed sightings of him on any surveillance camera or doorbell camera, and first responders haven't found any evidence in the woods or water or even his home, which they say they have searched 10 times. Now today they focused on bodies of water around the area because they say Sebastian is drawn to water. Investigators are also asking the community to search their properties and do so in pairs so they don't have to use resources to confirm a person walking around alone isn't Sebastian. People in the community say they've all been impacted by this situation. They add students at Sebastian's school are also worried. Even strangers who live nearby say the situation has kept them up at night, especially because of the terrain here.
I see it's so many woods and so much water here. In Hendersonville, it's so much water and so many woods. From like Glenbrook on, it's solid woods, and you're like, there's so many places. And then we passed by T.W. Hunter up here, and they had the new drain ditches laying out there. I thought, oh God, wonder if they searched them, you know? Wonder if they looked in there to see if maybe he was in one of them trying to stay warm, get the wind off of him. It's just too many places he could be, and it's scary.
Now, the one thing investigators did say they found were tracks leading away from Sebastian's home, but they say that lead fell up short. Now, it's unclear how long they'll be out here tonight, but of course, we'll keep you updated once we know. Live in Hendersonville, Tori Gessner, News 2.
Who has autism. We know 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared on Sunday. Jordan James joins us live from where that search is happening right now in Hendersonville, and we're seeing some activity pick back up there, Jordan.
Yeah, Amanda, that's absolutely right. We're day 2 into the search for Sebastian Rogers, and here in the last couple of minutes, personnel have started to arrive here at the command site. I'm going to step out of the way to give you a better look at the scene. So what you're seeing right now is a search and rescue crew setting up for another hard day of work. Now, this is all in response to the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian, who was last seen by his parents on Sunday just before midnight at their home near Long Hollow Pike. Yesterday, more than 100 personnel were out here canvassing the area. We saw first responders in the woods, on horseback, in the water, and also using a helicopter. A search of this magnitude has not been seen in years and has proven to be a challenge for those on the front lines.
Honestly, that's kind of up in the air, right? Because we don't know where he left other than where the dog tracked. So we just went door to door in the entire neighborhood. And if there were cameras up, we asked them, can you look? Can you check for us?
Sebastian is believed to be wearing all black, and officers tell us that he likes to hide. So if you live in this immediate area, you're encouraged to be vigilant. Reporting here live, Jordan James, WSMV4.
Twice a day. That's the message tonight from the Sheriff's Office in Sumner County. Good evening. I'm Emily Luxon. Now that the 4th day of searching for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers has come to a close, officials are asking homeowners in Hendersonville to check for even the smallest signs of the boy who has autism and officials think wandered off. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb checked in with neighbors who have already been looking around their property.
We were all very concerned from the get-go.
Jesse Gibson says since Monday, he's been doing what the Sheriff's Office in Sumner County has pleaded with homeowners to do.
If people aren't really searching their property, he may be right here and we don't even know it.
What you're saying. At a press conference Thursday, officials showed an image of the area's helicopters and other aircraft have covered in the search for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. But then they ramped up their urgency with a stronger direct appeal to neighbors in the area.
Really wanted to come to the community and ask for your help. We need you to search your properties every day, morning and night. If there's a shed or a crawl space or up under your mobile home or a tarp that's in your yard. Check it every morning and check it every night.
That includes areas around water, like creeks or ponds, looking for any small sign that the teen who has autism may have been there, like a missing shirt or footprints.
It does change things in the sense that it makes me feel like they're getting more desperate. Because at this point in time, everyone thought he'd be found by now.
The sheriff's office says they're still working on the assumption that Sebastian walked off sometime before early Monday morning.
There are boats that he could easily crawl into the back of, that there are sheds that he could easily walk into. There's so many areas on our properties that a 15-year-old boy who may not be in the right state of mind could really hide away in.
Jesse says he hopes everyone in the community will take the advice of the sheriff's office so Sebastian can return home safe.
I just want to see more people be aware and be on the lookout.
Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Reported missing Monday, and law enforcement talking today about what they're now doing and how you can help.
Let's get right out to News Channel 5's Kelsey Gibbs. She's been out there all day. Kelsey, what is the latest?
Hey, Carrie and Rory, as you can see behind me, still a very busy command post here, but law enforcement, they have drones. They have all other types of aircrafts like helicopters, K-9s, and horses, all searching for Sebastian. But what they really need is the help of the public to search around on their property. This is the plea from Sumner County officials. There have been no sightings of Sebastian on home surveillance cameras so far, and the teen's scent, his smell, hasn't been picked up by any K-9. Law enforcement say they just want to find the teen and bring him home. First responders have covered more than 2,000 miles in a span of 4 days looking for Sebastian Rogers. The autistic teen was last seen early Monday in the area of Stadford Court in Hendersonville. An Amber Alert was issued for Sebastian later that day to help with the search. Chief Deputy Eric Craddock says they are operating under the assumption that Sebastian walked away from his home. Law enforcement again calling on the public for help. They say check your property as well as things like crawl spaces and creeks and trailers and stuff like that. They say that also to do it in pairs, because law enforcement says if they spot 2 people from the air, they won't assume it's Sebastian walking in a field alone. And of course, if you see something, say something.
We have had several clips that have come in. Several of them we've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. We are still working every lead that comes in. So as the video comes in, our detectives, we're working really well alongside the TBI and all of our other law enforcement partners in the region to make sure that we're getting on them just as quickly as possible.
Now, we have seen law enforcement officials from Gallatin, White House, all over Sumner County, as well as the TWRA helping in this search. We've also been told by law enforcement that Sebastian Rogers' family is cooperating with officials. Reporting live in Sumner County, Kelsey Gibbs, News Channel 5.
This one includes the nonstop search for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Crews have covered thousands of miles in 4 previous days of searching. Megan Kennedy is live following the search at the command post in Hendersonville.
Yeah, Nikki, and a challenge this morning with multiple breaking stories here in the county and officers having to divert their attention between those 2 searches. In this case, it is certainly expanding this morning as there are no leads or evidence pieces yet in this investigation. So residents are now asked to join in if they are willing and able and check their property in pairs. You are asked to continue looking at security cameras, your trail cameras. If you notice anything on your property that has been moved, absolutely report that. Sebastian is 5'5", 120 pounds. We're told he has autism and was last seen in a black sweatsuit. Now, as for the local and state agencies, today we're told they're expanding their grid to the west. A big focus yesterday was on bodies of water. The sheriff deputy says they drained a pond to the east of Sebastian's house and unfortunately found nothing. Now, all of this is on top of the dive teams, horses, multiple aircrafts and drones, dogs, and 200 officials on the ground. Each one of their steps is tracked, and within the first 2 days of searching, we're told they walked over 2,000 miles. We've also seen an outpouring of support from local churches and community groups who have been hosting prayer vigils and donating food to the first responders here at the command post. Today, all Sumner County students and staff are encouraged to wear green to school. It's Sebastian's favorite color. Live in Hendersonville, Peyton Kennedy, News 2.
It's just a mystery. Once the search was upgraded to an Amber Alert, everyone in Middle Tennessee received alerts to the phone from the TBI. It was a link, though, that alert took straight to a TBI's Facebook page, to the surprise of some. So we asked the TBI why they decided to push critical information to a specific social media site. The spokesperson said the TBI team has discussed ways to handle the influx of web traffic that follows these cell phone alerts, and at this time they felt the best way is to go through the Facebook page as an option. They say you don't have to have an active Facebook profile to view the alert. The TBI acknowledges it's not convenient for everyone because that login pops up, but it's meant to be one of many notification options going out. The TBI coordinates with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which is responsible for the phone alerts.